Yeah, and a cold one.
And it is a chilly one.
Yes, it is.
We happen to be at Canby Community Park.
Yes.
Right, and at the A-frame, and
Yeah.
this is the first time I've been in here.
Okay.
So tell me a little bit about this.
So,
It's so cool.
this is the Boy Scouts A-frame. It was built specifically for Boy Scouts,
Yeah.
and it's one of the few buildings that have been specific for a Boy Scout troop.
Very cool.
It was a vision in the 70s to have the Boy Scouts have a place, and where's that place going to be? Ended up being at the community park. It was a collaboration. I know the Quinns put some money into it when it was initially built, and then community members, including like Crown Zellerback. The big beams, the logs here, came out of the forests of Balboa. These are truly supposed to be here, and National Guard, they came and helped build it.
Crazy.
And then the Navy Reserves, they're the ones that built the deck that we're standing on. They also sheeted everything and really did a lot of work electrically and all that stuff. So it was, wow, a lot of people came together to originally build it. Through the years, it's had upkeep, and the Boy Scouts have done a tremendous job of keeping it up. And it's just cool.
It is cool.
It says Boy Scout all over it.
Absolutely. I've been in a few A-frames, but this is a pretty good size one right
Yeah.
here. Lots of space. And in fact, we're on one level of loft, but right behind us, there's a whole nother level of loft, right?
Yes,
and
there is.
That's kind of a special place up there.
It is. As you go through the ranks of Boy Scouts, as you get to your higher ranks, you're allowed into the third level.
That is so cool.
But until then, you don't get to go up there.
That's really cool.
This troop is a tremendous troop. They've been around since 1939, and they have over 100 Eagle Scouts.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and that's a hard rank to get.
That's a really tough rank.
Yeah, one of our own, Matt Dale, one of the division chiefs at Canby Fire, was a Eagle Scout here in 1990. So pretty cool place with a lot of history.
Yeah, and it's a pretty cool place with a cool fireplace down there.
It is.
Why don't we go down there and
All
check
right,
that
let's
out,
go
man?
down.
Let's do it. Now you can see this awesome fireplace right here. Very cool.
Nice.
Man, just a little warmth right there. That's pretty cool. Very, very nice. Well, I think our table is waiting.
Yes,
so
I
to
think
speak.
it is.
Or our chairs.
Yeah, whichever the case may be.
Oh, man. Well, it is January, and it just seems like the months just click off really fast.
Yes, they do.
Man,
yes,
but we've got a few things happening in Canby, so maybe we just walk through a few of those.
Let's talk about what you got happening.
Well, thank you for asking. We are very, very excited. Originally we would, looking back, we thought, we'll be open November 1st at Quinns Coffee House, and then November came and went, and it's like, okay, you're 2 weeks into November, and you think, okay, December 1st, right? And that came and went, of course.
Yeah.
And but we have some inspections this week, and it looks like we're going to be opening up our doors on January 3rd.
Right.
I mean, that assumes that everything goes good tomorrow.
Right.
So on the inspections and everything, but we'll do soft open and then we'll build it out from there.
Nice.
So very excited to serve the community, and we've been just so appreciative of all of the support that we've got.
It's cool to see the sign up.
Oh man, wasn't that cool? And just so thankful to the people and organizations that have come and wrapped their arms around us and have just shared their love and their time with us and labor and all kinds of things. So
awesome.
Pretty cool. And
awesome.
And I got to grow my beard out a little bit, and the girls are kind of worried about my hair getting a little bit long, and so we'll see how all that works out. Right?
You'll have a man bun here before long, won't you?
Yeah. Well, the other day I wore one of my daughters has a cool beanie, and I put it on, and so I drove up in another vehicle. And they looked out the window and said, "Who's that with Greg Perez?" And they really didn't know.
Awesome.
So there you have it. Just a little fun there, though. But okay, what do we got? We got 4-H horse
bowl.
Horse bowl. Now that's kind of a bowl game kind of thing.
Yeah,
and that's
the bowl games are over at that point.
January 6th, I think.
It's a trivia question and answer thing, and it's a contest. It's for 4-H members that are 4-H horse
Yeah,
members. And
yeah.
just another one of those great things, keep kids involved, and another one of
love
the
it.
4-H contests.
I love it. So that's on the 6th, and that
Yeah.
runs, do you know the time on this?
No, it doesn't have a time on it.
Yeah.
People are welcome to come in and watch and,
Yeah. Yeah,
and see
cool.
what these kids do.
Yeah, very, very cool.
Pretty awesome.
Also on Jan 6th is the Canby Barrel Race Club.
Yeah,
meets and works in
Canby Barrel Racers been around for a long time. They meet once a month, usually the first Saturday of the month. They have competition, a lot of great barrel racers.
Cool.
Come on out and watch for a while.
Very
And
cool.
You'll see everything from little kids that just getting started, to adults that are just getting started, to the people that have been to the NFR and have qualified.
Yeah,
So
very good.
So just a great day to go watch some barrel racing.
I like it. Now, I'm going to back up because
Yep.
I'm sure the Chamber is having a luncheon on the 2nd.
Yes.
And that's typically at Cutsforth up in
Yep.
Old Town Hall.
Yep.
So that goes from 11:30 to 1 o'clock. It's not on the list, but
Okay.
I'm sure they're going to be. That's
Yeah.
January 2nd. And really, everybody's invited to that.
Yeah.
$12 if you're a member, and it's 15 if you're not.
Yep.
So there you go.
Yep. A good time to visit with friends or make new friends.
and make new friends. Exactly right. All right. What else we got, my friend?
Clackamas County Gaming Association, just another horse event at the fairgrounds.
Yeah.
They do a lot of poles and barrels and all kinds of stuff. Gymkhana is what they actually call it.
Really?
With horses.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I like
good
that.
time.
I like
So
that.
this next one's one that might be interesting to you.
Yeah, this is cool.
The
Go
North
ahead.
Willamette
Yeah.
Horticulture Society.
Yeah, right. Yeah. This
Okay.
is a good one, and these are some of the best when it comes to the horticulture world. You know, they get together, and this is at the 4-H exhibit hall. And my goodness, it goes. It's a 2-day event, or let's see, 9 through 11, 3-day event. And I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but really a good place. If you have any interest in horticulture, there's so many things that go on in this particular one, and just tuck into that and go for the ride. It's really good. They
Yeah.
do a great job.
A little bit of things that they have pinned down for this year. On the 9th, they're doing vegetable selection.
Ooh, that's a good one.
On the 10th, they're doing organic crops.
Nice.
And then on the 11th, they're doing a berry section.
Very good.
So-
All of those very pertinent, and all of those are timely because you're going to start getting. The one thing about the year turning over to a new year is like almost immediately you get seed catalogs in the
Okay,
right,
yeah.
for us gardeners, and I always love them. And sometimes I even order from them, but not very
Uh-huh.
often because the truth of the matter is, and that's a neat thing about this event with the North Willamette Horticulture Society, is that the selections that they're going to have and talk about, they're the ones that do best right
Okay.
here in the Northwest,
Yeah, I was gonna
right?
ask you that.
Because when you get seed catalogs, it covers the blanket of all across the U.S. On every zone. Well, the South doesn't have the same climate as here in the
Right,
Northwest, right?
right.
So they're all very different and they grow differently. So that's one of the cool things about going to this, is because the selections, especially berries, right? They're all Willamette Valley appropriate and for our climate and our cold temperatures and everything. So
Yeah, you mentioned that. I just spent some time in Southern California.
Yeah.
One of the things that I found interesting: orange trees, lemon trees, and avocados.
Cool,
And
right?
it was like, just out in their yard, or they had an
Yes.
orchard, and it was cool.
It's
just
cool.
like we would have an apple tree or something like that. There was orange and
And
lemons and
isn't it
avocado
crazy?
trees. Yeah, just
yeah.
a
The first time I
different-
went to California, it's like, oh, this is where this comes from.
Yeah, just very different.
Yeah, no, it is
Yeah.
very different.
Yep.
Now you were up, just while we're on that subject, you were up helping out with the fires, right?
We were.
Yeah.
We first went to LA County to the Creek Fire, and we got moved from the Creek Fire to San Diego to the Lilac Fire, and then from the Lilac Fire we went to Ventura Beach.
Wow.
In that Santa Barbara fire, the big Thomas
big
fire
one, yeah.
that took place. We were able to, along with about 300 firefighters from Oregon and 75 pieces of apparatus,
Wow.
we're down there, and we're able to help save some homes.
Yeah.
And it was a good opportunity. Learned a lot while I was down there, and really got to help them out, which was great.
Yeah,
Which was great.
and you got to see all that cool produce here
Yeah,
growing on the
we
trees.
did- we
There's
did
a
get to
lot
see
of
some of that.
avocado groves right there in
There
Santa
is,
Barbara area, up in those hills right up behind.
One of the interesting things is, they talk to us specifically about the differences. We don't have those here, but they're very oily. And when the fire gets in those avocado groves, it blows through there. I mean, it really burns hot, and it'll just go through those things. So
interesting.
So that was one of the things they talked to the Oregon guys about, that because we didn't know.
Absolutely.
You know how that
would
how
be
that
very
worked.
very different.
Yeah.
Huh.
So.
Well, I'm glad you guys went down there. I'm glad you're home safe and everything. And,
Yeah.
And but that's very cool that you're able to go down and give a hand.
It was
pretty devastating when you saw what you saw.
Yeah. We've seen several homes that had been burned. The winds were incredible. The winds that they experienced down there, and you know, we stood really great on a fire on one day, and they did lose a couple homes that day. We didn't lose them where we were exactly at, but they did save. They said we saved 1,300 homes that day.
Oh my word!
From the stand that was made on that
oh
fire.
Oh my word!
It was kind of the turning point on the fire. So a few days later, we got demobbed and sent home. So at one point, there was 8,700 people on the fire. So they split the camps, and we had 2 camps, and it was a huge fire. The most people that had ever been on a fire in California.
My goodness.
And it was the second largest fire ever in California. So
well,
yeah, and hopefully those people, most of the people in those areas, were going to get back into their home before Christmas.
Yeah.
Which was great to hear when we were going home. That, you know, people were actually going to be back in their house.
Home. Yeah.
So,
pretty cool. Pretty cool. Well, again, thank you for, you know, you guys worked so hard, and such an amazing thing to go down and be able to share and help a little bit. Back to it, January 20, Miss Rodeo coronation happens.
Yes, Jessie Cornsforth, which she's from Oregon City.
Yeah.
She was one of the past rodeo queens for Canby Rodeo. Great gal. She is our 2018 Miss Rodeo Oregon.
She's really fantastic gal. Yeah.
She is. She's going to do a great job representing Oregon, and you know, and I'm on the rodeo committee, and it's great that we have a Miss Rodeo Oregon that's representing Canby. She's representing Clackamas County and the state of Oregon. So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and she's great. She's such a great personality. Really glad that she got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So her coronation's on the 20th. It's at the fairgrounds. The tickets are on sale. They're $20.
Yep.
That's a fundraiser. Helps her with her travels. So she's going to be traveling all over. She leaves the state a lot.
Yeah,
goes to
she
other
does.
States just to represent Oregon. So,
so
go if you can. It's
very cool.
It's always a good time, and they're doing a what is it? A dessert fast auction thing this year, which might be kind of fun.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
Guy might have to run to get his stuff. That's what I understood. So.
Oh, interesting.
Are you out?
No, get out of here. Let's do that. All right. Now, on the 20th also is the Elite, well, let's see. Yeah, the Elite Barrel Racing, right?
Yeah, another barrel racing group that's using the fairgrounds. Fairgrounds is just kind of a hub in Clackamas County for barrel racers.
It is.
Barrel racers and Gymkhana and all those things. A lot happens there.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, if you go by there, you'll see it. You'll see that action going on the weekends all the time. Yeah, for sure. And also, let's see. Now, January 7th, we should back up a little bit, right? Is it the 7th or the 27th on the Sheriff's Posse play day? Because it's down here as January 7th.
It is.
Interesting.
I'm not sure. Check the Event Center's website.
There you go.
Go there. Clackamas County Sheriff's Posse. They're doing a fundraiser play day.
Yep.
Be a fun day to go out there, take your horse out, and have a good time. Yeah. Those people do an amazing job, and they're all volunteers. The Sheriff's Posse.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
They do search and rescue. They do one of their big fundraisers during the year is Clackamas Town Center, and during Christmas, they ride their horses and they protect your cars, and they watch for people stealing stuff out of cars, and they're riding around there, which really keeps people
and that's all volunteer.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So great bunch of people.
Yes. CCGA and who?
Western Horsemen of Oregon.
Yes.
Yeah, another gaming group at the fairgrounds. Just if you look at this month, every weekend there's some kind of horse event in Healy Arena.
Yeah.
That will bring several hundred people into our community.
Yeah, I know,
So,
right?
pretty cool.
It is pretty cool, especially for our downtown core area.
It is.
By golly, we need to capture that.
Yes.
You know, really well. Also, on the 27th and 28th, the Collectors West Gun and Knife Show, always a hit
Yep.
in Canby.
They're here about 3 or 4 times a year. Guns, knives, collectors, or just
Yeah.
personal firearms.
Yeah.
There's lots
It's
there. And
good,
go
good
down
place
there
to go.
and see what they got.
Absolutely. Now, in February, we're going to just take just inch a little bit into
Yeah.
February, is that Knights of Columbus crab dinner and auction.
Yes.
And that is a whale of a good time.
Yes,
well, a
it
crab
is.
of a good time anyway.
Yes, yeah.
Hey, do you know why the ocean roars?
No.
You'd roar too if you had crabs on your bottom. I had to do it, right? It's a kindergarten joke, but you know, it works. Come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, Knights of Columbus Crab Dinner, that's always a big event and a great fundraiser for them.
Yeah, great group.
They are a great group.
Big fundraiser for them. It does say here that tickets are selling fast.
Yes.
So contact them.
Yep.
Get your tickets for
Right.
the crab feed.
Yeah, and that's why we set it, even though it's in February,
Yep.
because you got to get your tickets because they are
Yeah.
going fast. And Knights of Columbus, great people. They were even helped us out with our signs too, and you know, they're
Yeah.
just a great organization. You know, just really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we've got Canby. Look, Canby's just a great place. There's no two ways
It
about
is.
it. One of the blessings that we had this year is, you know, as we've been working on the coffee house, getting it ready to be open, and just the people that have come in. We've met so many new families to Canby, and it's been really amazing.
Nice.
Just young families that just love it here, and I don't know if you were at the tree lighting or the park lighting or not, but let me tell you what, that was huge.
Yeah.
And there were so many. I think you were in California, weren't you? Or were you here?
It was actually my wife's birthday.
Oh,
We
well
were-
then,
I
I wouldn't have been there
Yes.
either. I wouldn't have been there either. But there were thousands and thousands of community people.
Yeah.
And I've never seen it so big. And the parade was great. The fire,
Awesome.
the fire engines and everything made such an impact on. And just watch. You know, it was just great. It was great to watch the families, but those kids, man, their
Yeah.
eyes just lit up, and it was
Yeah.
so cool. Anyway, just a great
Awesome.
place to be, and we've got so much of that coming up in 2018, right?
Yeah. So speaking of 2018, New Year's Eve's coming up.
Yes, yeah.
Please be careful out there.
Be safe.
Be safe. If you're going to go out and have a good time and drink, get somebody to drive for you.
Designate, yeah.
Get a designated driver. Call somebody to come pick you up. But you know, 2018 is going to be awesome.
It is.
It's just
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to 18.
And it's just knocking on the door.
Yep.
It's right here.
Yep, we're
So-
there.
Listen,
there.
thanks for sharing this. This is a great place right here at Canby Community Park, and
Yep.
thank you for sharing the information about just this building and what it
Yeah,
means and what it means to this community.
cool.
You know?
Yeah.
It's set in stone here, man.
It means a lot.
Right on.
So.
And Gordon, right behind the cameras, we thank you so much for all of your work. You're an amazing guy. Thank you. A little nod in the head.
Yes.
Or the camera. Todd, Gary, and Mallory Gwynn for CTV5, and we'll see you next month.